Okay, here we have another trig equation, hopefully of a type you've seen before. If you're using this to revise, please pause the video now, try and solve the problem, and then unpause to see the solution. Okay, here goes. So the first thing I'll do is make sure I've got a single trig equation as the subject. So that's sine 2x is root 3 over 2. At this point, I'm going to pause, sort of digress, and highlight a sort of common error, so a common mistake. Common error. Here it is. It says, from my calculator, 2x equals inverse sine of root 3 over 2, which is completely right, is 60 degrees. So x equals 30 degrees, and then you remember that the rule for sine is to do 180 degrees minus answer. So that's sort of the rule which turns one solution to a sine equation into the other solution. And so you remember that rule, and then you go so, or x equals 150 degrees. Okay. So this is a very common mistake. It says find one of the solutions for x and then remember the rule to turn it to the other. It doesn't actually work. And the reason it doesn't work is when you substitute x equals 150 degrees back into the left-hand side of the original equation, you get 2 sine of 300 degrees, and sine of 300 degrees actually isn't root 3 over 2, it's actually minus root 3 over 2, so something has gone wrong. And what's gone wrong is the rule here has been applied too late, it's in the wrong place. So here's how I always do these problems. I actually change the variable because I'm totally terrified of having a 2x inside the sine function. It's far too scary for me. So I always go for let stickman equal 2x. And then I can change the equation to sine of stickman equals root 3 over 2. And here's the important bit, you have to adjust the range. So I was told that x is between 0 and 360. So the smallest x can be is 0 degrees. So if stickman's 2x, then I guess the smallest stickman can be is also 0 degrees. But if x is less than 360, then I guess 2x is actually anything up to 720 degrees. So it's really important to take a minute to make sure you understand how I've kind of used this definition and this range that we were given to get a new range for stickman. And now this is a familiar problem, now I know how to solve this. Stickman equals 60, and now I can use my rule, 180 minus answer, that comes from considering the graph or considering the circle, or 120 degrees. But I now haven't found all of the solutions in the range, because stickman can go from 0 to 720, and I always have the rule I can add 360, that's a full term, to any solution. So I have more solutions than I thought I did. Or 420 degrees, adding 60, 360 to 60, or, what is that? I guess that's 480 degrees. And now if I add 360 to any of these, I'll jump outside the range, I'll go above 720. So I've got 4 solutions for stickman, and so those tell me how to find x. X equals, well, x is half of stickman. Okay, so what I've done there is I've taken the definition of stickman and made x the subject. So x equals 30, 60, 210, or 240 degrees. So you've got 4 solutions to this trig equation in the range, not 2 and not the ones that the common error gave us. So there it is.